Hello and welcome back to the GCP-Mindset channel. Today we'll talk about device safety and clinical trials.
Welcome to the GCP-Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research.
Let us start with understanding what medical devices are. In the fast-evolving world of healthcare, medical devices, from simple thermometers to complex robotic surgical systems, are critical for diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. But before these devices can reach hospitals and patients, they must undergo rigorous clinical trials to ensure their safety and effectiveness. A medical device is any instrument, apparatus, machine, software, or similar article intended for diagnostic or therapeutic purposes. These range from non-invasive tools like bandages and thermometers to high-risk invasive implantable devices like defibrillators and pacemakers. Increasingly, even software solutions qualify as medical devices. For example, software as a medical device, or SEMD, includes AI-driven imaging tools and mobile health apps. Regulatory bodies worldwide, including the FDA, EMA, and TGA, ensure these devices meet strict standards of safety and performance. Let us now explore why device safety is critical in clinical trials. Device failures can have serious consequences. A well-known case occurred in 2010 when an implanted heart device had to be recalled due to faulty wiring. This led to unnecessary shocks or even total device failure, severely impacting thousands of patients. It serves as a powerful example of why device safety must be thoroughly validated before a product reaches the market. The key factors influencing medical device safety fall into three main categories. First, the design of the device itself. Poor design increases the risk of malfunctions and user errors. Second, proper usage of the device. Incorrect handling can result in inaccurate results or patient harm. Third, the training of personnel. Well-trained healthcare providers are far less likely to misuse devices. Let us take a closer look at the regulatory framework. In the European Union, medical devices are governed under the Medical Device Regulation, or MDR. This regulation replaced the older Medical Device Directive and introduced stricter requirements for clinical data, testing, labeling, and post-market surveillance. In the United States, the FDA regulates medical devices under 21 CFR Part 812, which covers investigational device exemptions. The purpose of these frameworks is clear: to guarantee devices are safe and effective both before and after approval. Let us continue with understanding the clinical evaluation process. At the heart of medical device approval lies the Clinical Evaluation Report, or CER. This document provides evidence that a device meets safety and performance standards. The CER is structured into 6 main components. First is the device description and specifications. This includes the design, components, principles of operation, and intended medical indications. Second is the state-of-the-art and safety and performance review. The device is compared against existing products and technologies to evaluate its effectiveness and safety. Third is the collection of clinical data, which includes laboratory tests, animal studies, and human clinical trial data. If comparable device data is used, the manufacturer must justify the equivalence. Fourth comes the appraisal of clinical data. Here, all collected evidence is critically evaluated for quality and relevance. Fifth is the analysis of the clinical data. Using statistical methods, the data is examined to determine the effectiveness and safety of the device. Finally, the sixth component is the clinical evaluation conclusion, which states whether the device achieves its intended purpose safely and effectively. Let us now look at how safety is ensured during clinical trials. Ensuring medical device safety throughout a clinical trial requires several steps. The first is rigorous pre-trial testing, designed to identify and mitigate risks before human use. Once the trial begins, continuous monitoring helps detect any issues early. Investigators and sponsors are both responsible for reporting safety concerns. Investigators must report serious adverse events, or SAEs, to the sponsor. Sponsors, in turn, must report serious adverse device effects, known as SAEDs, to regulatory bodies. Immediate risks must be reported within 2 days and other reportable events within 7 days. Proper training for all personnel is also critical. Medical devices can be complex, and errors in operation can result in serious patient harm. That's why regulatory bodies insist on competency and training as part of the safety assurance process. Let us not forget post-market surveillance and legacy devices. After a device is approved, post-market clinical follow-up, or PMCF, continues to track safety and effectiveness over time. In Europe, legacy devices, those previously approved under the Medical Device Directive, must be recertified under the newer MDR requirements to remain on the market. The transition has been challenging. Many manufacturers have struggled to meet the increased demands, and certification bodies have experienced heavy backlogs. By the end of 2024, it was estimated that around 22,000 certificates had expired, leading to delays. In response, the European Commission extended the transition deadlines, but only under specific conditions. Let us close with why all of this matters. Every step, from design to post-market monitoring, exists to ensure that medical devices are safe and effective for patients. Failing to uphold these safety standards can lead to patient harm, legal consequences, and the loss of public trust. For professionals in clinical research, staying informed and compliant with changing global regulations is not just advisable, it is essential. Whether you're involved in trial management, regulatory affairs, or product development, prioritizing patient safety at every stage is your ultimate responsibility. So, that brings us to the end of today's exploration of device safety in clinical trials. Thank you for listening. Stay connected for more insights into clinical research, regulatory affairs, and medical device safety.